Hello. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing cool. I'm terrific. I'm phenomenal.
Excellent. Um, before we start, did you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, please.
Okay. Uh-huh. Would you like to go first?
Okay, if you are giving me so much honor, of course I would like to. Yeah, my name is Thank you, and I'm from India. Yeah, in my free time, I'm such an outdoorsy person. I like to spend time in nature, listening, chirping of birds, watching Disney anime, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and reading books. I'm an avid reader. That's in a nutshell about me. Thanks for listening me so patiently.
You're welcome. What types of books do you like to read?
Most of time I like to read realistic books, the books which are relatable to our real life as philosophy, self-help, but now I would like to make it like a little bit different. I would like to add something more.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm on my way to reading as fiction book.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I like to read too. I have some philosophy books also. Um, I read some fiction, but I like old fiction, like classic fiction. So, why are you working on your English? What's your motivation?
Cause English for me is like a global adventure.
Mm,
I consider myself as a global citizen,
mm-hmm,
and
mm.
I'm not born for a one corner. Whole world is my native land, and this potential and ability is surely provided to me to learn English language by learning English language.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you ever traveled abroad?
Oh, not yet, not yet.
Yeah, me neither. um, yeah, it is actually Americans don't travel too much because our country is so big already. Like India is so big. Yeah. So, what type of nature do you have around your house? Like, is it more flat? Do you go hiking? Is it, like water?
Gotcha, gotcha. So here is nature is like flat.
Mm,
Yeah, like ground area. So here are a lot of trees. In like there are many type of roads. So I like to ride on bicycle and like both sides like roads. And in roads there are a lot of monkeys.
mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Do you like the monkeys or are they annoying to you?
No, like so far till now, I'm not like dislike them or they not annoyed me. Like yesterday, one thing I would like to share with you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
and if you do that thing, surely that thing will happen with you same.
mm-hmm.
Like if you come across a monkey, so at that time, so you can do this that thing.
Mm.
Yeah, and after
Ah,
that they do.
they mimic you.
Yeah, like they they make you, they try to
Uh-huh,
like afraid you, terrify you.
Uh-huh.
Like, stay away from us, please don't come, otherwise you will get a like severe bite.
Uh-huh. Yes. I think I would be a little afraid of the monkeys
Mm-hmm.
just because they are not common in
Mm-hmm.
America. Or not
Mm-hmm.
common, we just don't have them. So
Mm-hmm.
it would be very new for me. So, in this lesson, you said that you wanted, it says over here, daily news, I think.
You
Is
know,
that?
like, first I'm having my own questions for you.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. So I want to know from you, like, I'm thinking about this. As I'm reading realistic and self-help books, I want to know about fiction. Like, what is the significance of fiction in our life, and why we need to read fiction?
Yeah. Would you like to hear my answer first, or would you like to say your answer first?
No, please, I want to know from you. Because
Okay.
till now I have read so less books, like like so few books, like few books related to fiction. So that is why I'm not having much experience. I would like to know from you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I think human beings learn best through stories. So I think a fiction book is almost like a movie. When you go to the movie, you can experience a whole nother world without it actually happening to you. So if I read a fiction book and it's about, I don't know, a faraway land, and there's like castles and a prince and everything, and you read the book. It may not have anything to do with your life, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe the person in the book um, shows bravery in some way, or maybe the person in the book shows kindness in some way. So when you read the book, like, do you know the story of Cinderella, the princess story? I
Uh,
expect not.
sure, cause
Right,
I have watched that movie related to Cinderella.
right. So it's a very children's story, but it's obviously not real. But what it's telling children is have courage and be kind. And
Mm-hmm.
they show the children how to do that through Cinderella.
There is
So,
a one thing I would like to share, like so
uh-huh.
quickly. Be kind, be strong, to be gentle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, so yeah, you're saying to be strong is
to
to
be
be,
gentle,
mhm.
gentle.
Yeah,
It
I agree.
means gentle require a lot of like strongness. It is not like
Mm-hmm.
just like gentleness. For this
Mm-hmm.
thing, you have a lot of patience.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's easier to tell people that and show them that, I think, through stories. I think we remember it better. So a child maybe won't remember someone saying, rule number one, be kind, but they will remember Cinderella. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's my opinion. What do you think?
Exactly. The point you have mentioned here, I get this thing, like, obviously, it is like
Mhm.
depiction of what can we learn, and not just learn, what can we implement in our real life with the, you can say, so easy going, like easiest way without no much burdens. Yeah, so like I can say naturally, how can we implement, make it part of our life through these stories? And about fiction book, you would like to know for me. I read a one book, and I consider this book, is it completely fiction? But for me, is it blend of you can say philosophy, self-help, and fiction.
Mm.
The Alchemist. The Alchemist.
Oh, yes, that's an amazing book.
So I'm having a quick question for you. I'm a little bit in like doubt.
Mm.
Which one is right? You can tell me. Uh, had you read that one book? Have you read that one book?
Have you?
Have you? Yeah, sure. So
Uh-huh.
so have you read that one, Alchemist?
Uh-huh. Let me just, have you read I have read The Alchemist. It's on my bookshelf right now,
Would you like to
somewhere.
show me, if possible, to you?
Hmm?
If you, it is like near to you, like would you like to show me, please?
Um, I'm not, just a second. Let me,
Like not worried. You can show me any book. Like you can show me any book which you have. Like
oh,
yeah, if that book you can't find, like no worries. You can show me any book which is your like favorite or any book I would like to see.
okay. I'll be right back. Let me see.
Sure, take your time, please.
Yes, I have this copy, The
Sure,
Alchemist.
completely same, just like
Yeah.
me.
Yes,
Can't
it's
believe, can't believe,
the
like completely
the
same.
the author is Brazilian, and my parents are from Brazil. So that's why I chose it in the first place, and I loved it.
And one more thing, you like make it, or like one more thing. Here I have to use like you make it so obvious, or you made it obvious.
Well, I need the whole sentence to know if which
Sure,
one
sure,
is
sure,
right.
sure. You make it obvious, like to showing me that book, as you are telling me one more thing. You are from Brazil. You are Brazilian. Yeah. You make it so.
So
Yeah, cause
you make
like when I'm watching your introduction video, so at that time it gives me a feeling something like maybe you like your parents are from another country, like your skin gives me like that one sense, like you can say your face, yeah. So I get like she is in from like maybe mood or their parents, and now you confirm that thing for me. Thank you so much
yes.
for telling me without asking. Even I am
I knew.
I'm thinking I'm asking you, but I'm thinking why I have to ask you. Just leave it, and you just tell me. Thanks a lot.
Yes, yeah. So you would use make in that case. You make it.
You make it
Yes,
so
my
obvious.
both parents are from Brazil. Yes. I've been told that I look. Many people say I look Lebanese.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Very specific. But yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
So your
yeah.
both parents, like I can say, mom and dad are from Brazil.
Yes.
Okay. So they are
Yes.
also living with you in US states.
My parents immigrated to America, and so I was born and raised here. So now they live. My mother has lived in America for 20 years or more.
Mm-hmm.
So
One more question here, quick question. Like emigration or versus immigration, what is the difference?
So, immigration is when someone comes into a country,
Okay.
and emigration is when you leave the country.
Immigration comes into a country. It means that just suppose like I went to like US, and after like completing my study, I came back to India. So it is called immigration.
Or immigration is usually when you move from your own country and live in another country.
May you please
So,
repeat it again?
so immigration is when you leave your own country and live in another country.
Okay, gotcha.
And then, let me see. And then emigration is when,
But the thing is that you use like same word like immigration. Can you please check it? It is right? Cause I'm little bit in still doubt. Or it is right?
right. So emigration, let me just type when you leave your own country. Okay, so immigration is when you leave your own country and live in another country.
Okay.
Emigration with an E is when you leave your own country and you live in another country, but it's permanent.
Okay.
So the only difference is emigration is permanent.
And
But you are correct where I said my parents immigrated. We mostly just use immigration.
exactly.
So,
It means you are
yeah.
not sure it is permanently or not.
Yeah, so if you like look at the definition, technically emigration is permanent. But in reality, in English or just common people, we just say immigrate. Maybe it's just easier.
Exactly. I can understand that.
Yeah, so you can use immigrate and you will be correct.
One more quick question here. What about what we call like on your collars? What is that thing? I want to know.
I'm not sure. I think it's a flower.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a flower. So this with the leaves. I'm not sure it has a name because it's not it's just sewn onto the shirt. So I'm not. Yeah, lots of times if I was to describe this, I would say it's a beaded collar.
May you please. Yeah, beaded collar. So what is the meaning of beaded collar?
So this is the beads, right? The shiny is beads, and this white part is a collar.
Okay, beads is something like bright thing, like shining thing.
Yeah. So if I wanted to, let me see. If I wanted to send a picture of, let me try to find an example. So, copy image. Hopefully this isn't too big. Do you see, or is it loading? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
So this all over the dress. This would be a beaded dress.
It is. I can say it is not embroidery, but I can say it is a little bit like related to embroidery, like little bit part. Is it right?
Mm. So, let me see. So these are called, let me send a picture. So you are correct where beads are usually like shiny, and they are used to decorate things. So this would be beads.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly.
right, so a beaded dress or a beaded collar means there's beads and it's sewn
Mm-hmm. Pardon me,
into
please.
what.
Like you have used a word here, like soul something, like sew. Would you like to write it down, please?
Mhm. So to sew. So I said the beads are sewn into my shirt. So that means you took the thread and the
Mm-hmm.
needle and you attached the beads to my
Mm-hmm.
shirt.
Absolutely. Gocha. So many things just learn from your like this beaded colors. I have learned so many things. Thanks a lot for wearing this one.
Yeah, of course. Anything else on your mind
Okay.
before we go?
Yeah, sure. So do you usually wear like beaded collar shirt?
Do I what?
Do you usually wear like
Uh,
typically like wear in your day life like beaded collar?
mm. Um, this is my only shirt with a beaded collar, but I usually always wear something shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, usually if it's not my shirt, I usually wear lots of jewelry. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, it's very parts of the Brazilian culture. They wear lots of jewelry, I think.
Mm-hmm. And what about Cristiano Ronaldo?
Mm.
What do you
What
think?
I
What do you think? I'm a biggest fan of him.
I think he is extremely. He's from Portugal, so it's a little different. But he is very hardworking, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's obviously a good soccer player, but I think his best quality is how hard he works.
Exactly. He's so determined, diligent. Like he he's so like into like sports. When I look like see one more question, like when I see his body or when I look on his body, which one is right?
When I see his body.
When I see his body, I can consider himself he is like fitness freak.
He is a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it was nice talking to you today. This is my first lesson with you, so it was nice meeting you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know what time it is in India.
It is going to be 6 a.m.
Oh, so
Mm-hmm.
very early. It's night here. It's 8:30 p.m. So
Mm-hmm.
I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah. Oh, may I ask you one question, if you allow me?
Hmm.
What is your favorite word?
My favorite word.
Exactly.
Um, um, I have to think about it. I'll write it in my lesson reports for you. Or
Okay.
next time I see you. I
You
have to think.
can you please add one more thing in your lesson note? Like it would
Hmm.
be cherry on the top for me, like your best advice. What is the best advice you have ever got in your life?
Okay. All right. All
I,
right. Sounds good.
yeah, it will be like cherry on the cake for me.
Okay. All right. We're going to get kicked off. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. I'll make sure I write it down.
Sure. So serendipitous interaction with you. You are such a bubbly, easygoing, and so helpful. Even you make it so easier, to understand everything. I didn't face any complication through learning, and I really enjoyed this time.
Oh, thank you. I'll see you next time.
Of,
Bye.
of course, in future I will do ton of reservation for you. Please accept my sincerest gratitude to you.
Of course. And thank you for choosing me to be your first tutor.
Delectation is mine. All delectation is mine.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
for now.